turn my lights on here. Trying to find something interesting. You said I'm crazy? Why? What'd I do? I probably deserved it. I get why people think I'm crazy. Because a little bit. I think everybody's a little bit crazy. I think I tell myself I'm stressed. I've got a little bit of crazy in me. I think everybody does. And it's hard because you can't really diagnose yourself. And it requires, I believe, time around somebody by professional, to determine what's really going on. And I don't know what the professionals think about me because I don't spend enough time around them. Even my therapist, I tried. I spent so much money and years of talking. But if you're going to ask me what I think is wrong with me, I'll tell you, I've been diagnosed as bipolar 1. I don't know what that means. Attention deficit disorder. Inattentive. Not hyperactive, inattentive. And I don't know if that's it or not, but I feel like complex post-traumatic stress disorder. It's crazy because, you get online and it could be anything. Sometimes I worry that I'm developing schizophrenia. I don't think so. I have paranoia problems. I'm very aware of what's going on. I'm not crazy, I don't have bad intentions, but I'm like, man, I've got some problems. I talk to myself. And I'm wondering if that's what they mean by multiple personalities. I just make these characters in my head as a way to not think about my thoughts. I know what I'm doing. I'm just got this dialogue going because I'm bored. And I seem crazy to most people, but I don't think I am. I'm just bored and lonely. And I joke around with myself. So, well, thank you. That's because I am strong and beautiful. You said I was crazy. Why? Well, maybe I deserved it. I know that I am a little bit, but it's not healthy, but it's not dangerous crazy. It's seeing you need to stop stressing out about things you can't change. You need to accept your life and just enjoy it and stop caring what people think, that kind of stuff. But are my problems serious? Yeah, but my mental stuff, it can be controlled, and it is for the most part. But it's a roller coaster every day. It's a really crazy one with lots of gnarly inclines and then declines are straight down. It's it looks like one of those things at a hospital they hook up to. It's beep, beep. It's like that. I go through it all every day. Laughing, crying, everything, all kinds of memories. But have fun. Does my family medical history include mental health issues? I don't know. My parents, everybody's got mental health issues, right? That's the truth. Everybody could be diagnosed with something. My parents are probably too concerned about their own lives, and I get it. But they have anxiety issues. My dad had anger problems. My mom's side, they have diabetes is on both sides. But mental health, nothing really on my dad's side. On my mom's side, like lots of memory problems. Everybody has memory problems. I guess that's what my mom said. She's talked to other members in the family on her side, and they all complain about having memory problems like I do. And as long as I can remember, my mom has complained of that. And I remember being in elementary school, and she'd be driving us in a Bronco, 1994 Bronco, like stick, to school, and she'd be like, "Did I close the garage door? Did I unplug my curling iron? Like, did I unplug my blow dryer?" Like, and turn around, like every fucking day, every day, and it created that bad habit in me. There's a lot of bad habits that I picked up. Just ignoring problems, acting like they're not there, so you don't have to deal with it, and it turns into way bigger problems. Not asking questions because you're afraid to hear things, and denying what's right in front of you, and all this bullshit. But I love my parents, of course. I love my stepfather, of course. But people don't always get along, I'll say. My grandmother, my mom's side, went from Alzheimer's to dementia or whichever. Gets worse. She's gone. She's so fucked up. I thought I never understood mental illness until I saw her. And it was just like a completely different person. And she's here one moment, and I worry that I'm so close to that. She's like, when I think about it, like I'm like, yes, fuck, I'm right there. But she's here like talking and like, anyways, I went to her front door, and I hadn't seen her in like 5 years or something, and she answered, and she didn't know who I was. And I told her, and she still didn't know, but she let me in her house anyways. And that's when I realized that there was a problem. And then when I saw her house, it was like absolutely disgusting. She'd always been what would be considered a hoarder, but not messy. Like she just would go to the Goodwill like almost every day and look for like little spoons or like skeleton keys, which is why I have so many hanging up there. And my mom sent me even more. So she'd go and collect these things and like store them like on the wall. Like she got like hundreds of spoons, like. And but it deteriorated to. She had dogs. She used to have cats. She had like I guess a couple of them died. She has one cat or two cats, and she had two dogs, and there was like piss and shit all over the floor, and it was like, dude, it was so gnarly. Like, and she was just walking around barefoot in it, and then one of the dogs peed, and she just grabbed a paper towel and she just dabbed it, and then she just like threw it away. I'm like thinking like. Like I talked to her about a week earlier, and she seemed fine. And I think my mom said before that she's good when she's on her medication, but I don't think at this point. So this is in 2019, and yeah, she was like talking about things. She finally figured out who I was, and she asked me to stay, but it was a health hazard. That house was so fucking bad. There was no place that there was. I don't even remember it. I don't want to exaggerate, but like the TV shows, it was like that. And I was like, no, I brought a tent. I want to stay in the backyard. I want to try out this new tent, right? Because I just got my Jeep too, pretty much. I couldn't stay in there. I couldn't use the bathroom. It was like so fucking gross. It was like, oh my God, like what the fuck happened here? I don't know if it's because, my grandfather died. And this is what happens when you let yourself go. I didn't get that bad. My life was pretty bad, but not like that. And I couldn't even stay there and inside. And she got upset with me. And she was basically trying to feel like a little kid. And she said, like, if you don't want to stay in my house, then you can just go, leave. She said, get out of here. And I'm like, okay. And I just packed up my tent after I stayed the one night. I just because I couldn't do it. I offered to clean, and then she was okay with it. I went out and I literally spent over $100 on cleaning supplies because like grandma, like I was so concerned for her. I was like, and then I got back from the store, and she was upset that I wanted to help her clean her house because it was unlivable. Like I was telling her that like I have a weak immune system. This is a health hazard for both of us. Like, but especially me. Like, if you want to do that, that's on you. But I can't stay here. And I said I need to clean this, and she started getting upset. And but like anyway, she asked me to leave after like in a day. But a week earlier, she said come anytime, and I wanted to surprise her, but I did. And then she's crazy. And then she was very angry with me. And she was basically just standing there and staring me down while I was packing my shit up and putting it in my Jeep. And I said, this is the last time I'm going to see you. And I love you. And she just wouldn't even talk to me, just like so pissed off at me, and just drove away. And I've never seen her since. She'll die and I'll never see her again. She's not there. She's totally not there. She's even worse now. For my mom said, I'm surprised she's even alive. But yeah, I expect to go down that path. And it scares me. My mom's not there yet. She's 60. She'll be 62 next month. Towards the end of next month. I want to be like that. Yeah, I get it. Mr. Bill Hilly, I call it Hilly Billy. My parents were like that too. I couldn't do it academically. My sister did. So like my mom still holds a grudge against me. They don't like me. My sister, I'm the black sheep. I always have been. My sister's the golden child. She was like the very smart one, bright one. They wanted to pay for her college, but they didn't want to pay for mine. Like it's really crazy. It's fucked up. But I was a slave. It's my dad's verbal punching bag. But talking about, I was good at sports. There was so much pressure on me. Like it started when I was young. Tried t-ball for 1 year, it didn't work. Then soccer. My dad gave me this incentive. He said he'd give me $5 for every goal that I scored. And I guess I liked that because I was like 5 or 6, and that's like $1 million. And so I started scoring goals, and sports is something that's big, I guess, on my dad's side of the family. He was big into football, and my grandfather ran track. So I was trained from a very young age to be athletic. I'm like I gotta let myself go now. But so I was always a runner, and I was pretty much always the fastest on any team. I was usually the best, and it was a good feeling. But yeah, there was a lot of pressure and expectation. And it got to a point where my dad wouldn't pay me anymore. I scored too many goals. That was his thing. He's like, I can't do this anymore. And there'd be times, it only happened a couple times, but I would score so many goals in a game that the referee would be like, no, you need to sit out, or you need to go and goal. And I ended up playing goalkeeper. Almost every game I'd score every game, but usually 3 or 4 goals. And in track, I ran the 100, 200, and the 4x100. It's always usually second. So I was like very, very athletic, and there's a lot of expectation. There's a lot of practice when there wasn't practice. Every day I would have to run, have to do this. My dad would volunteer to do the coaching, and you know how it is. They drill their kid even harder than everybody else, and so it was like that when I got home too. And I get it. I see that I'm older. If you're like your kid young at something, they have a really good chance at being successful. I guess they enjoy it and they stick with it. Because the more you do something, the better you get at it. And yeah, I guess that's all I was really good at. I sucked academically, but my sister was good at that. So I don't know. I was told that I was on drugs before I even knew what they were, and it was just crazy. But yeah, the pressure, dude, I get it. And the attention, I wonder if that's why I have the attention problems now. Because I got a lot of attention back then, and it was just my whole life. I was used to that, like that glory, whatever. And I know it's fucked up and shallow, but I don't know. I just got used to that, and then you expect yourself to do things. I don't know, and I don't even know if I enjoyed it at this point. It was just something that I was expected to do. It was set up for me. I didn't have a choice. I guess it made my parents look good. That's it. Because it was like that narcissistic type parenting, the toxic family, whatever. So it flips. It goes back and forth between golden child, like scapegoat, black sheep, whatever you want to call it. But the majority of the time I was bad without being bad because I wasn't smart. And I am smart, just not like academically, or I didn't try, or something in me was fucked up. But I have the ability, definitely. I saw that once I started taking the medications. But I don't know, I wasn't the academic one. I didn't succeed and go to college and have a house built and have kids and whatever, like I missed the mark. So it's okay. I still don't know what I want to do. I do, kind of, but sorry. Okay. Make something out of the house, right? Yeah, I was pretty much forced. My dad was threatening to kick me out if I didn't get a job at 15 and a half. I was expected, like, if he didn't say, or there were some things said, but my mom would say he feels that if he has to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, everybody else should too, because he'd get everybody else up when he would. If he has to work, then everybody else should too. But since my sister did well academically, she got a pass and wasn't forced to get a job. And she moved out before I did. I was just really in a stupor with drugs and not knowing what was going on with the family unit and not understanding and having a girlfriend and she's very possessive, having to go see her every day after work, and it was crazy. Dude. She's insane, but whatever. I don't want to talk shit about that. She's a good person, but everybody's got problems. I fucked up in certain parts of my life, and a lot of parts. But I learn, try to recover what I can. I'm sorry. Never settling down. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I talked to my mom about my life, and she's like, well, you should go to a trade school or you should go back to school. And I'm like, Mom, like, I don't have the time for that. And I know my value, kind of. I know it's not minimum wage. I've done that for so many years. And I can't live off of that. My life is so expensive now. I expect more of myself. I've seen that I'm capable of way more. Like, why have I settled? Like, it's crazy. There were times I was like, it was totally normal for me to make I wasn't really, sometimes I would push myself, but guaranteed 15 a month. Like, that's like not, that's like guaranteed. Like, that's just not really pushing it or anything. I didn't, because I couldn't work every single day. And the days I did work, I did well. I think I was probably too cheap, but yeah, 15 a month at least. That's what I was doing. I don't expect anything near that now. But I was very irresponsible because I didn't know what to do with it. I had a boyfriend at the time, and the reason I fell into that situation is because I was camming and doing like the shoots, the adult shoots, and that stuff really slowed down. And I was desperate, and I was living with this guy, and he didn't want to get a job. He didn't want to cam with me. He didn't want to show his face. We could have made $1,000 a day, easy. All he'd do is fuck me, and he wouldn't. He wouldn't show his face on camera. He was more open to the idea that when I pitched, like that if he put a paper bag on his face for the shows, and that hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings, and I talked about like selling myself, or for the stuff, before, and he never got a job when I asked him to, and he walked out one night. And for 3 days, he's gone. And the night he walked out, I'm like, fuck it. I was so desperate. I need to pay rent and eat and take care of my habits and whatever. And I think I made like $800 that night. And I was like, after the second person, I was like, oh my God, I'm done with this shit. I'm like, I don't need this guy. And he came back 3 days later. I was like, get the fuck out of here. No offense, but I got some confidence, and it turned into arrogance. And he stayed with me. We would meet like once a week, but I was so consumed by work that I didn't treat him as well as I wanted to. I felt like I loved him. I tried to be as nice as I could, and we never had sex. Less than 5 times in 2 years. I take him out to dinner like every Wednesday, but I was always thinking about my phone and the money I was missing out on, and yeah, I fucked him over. And he was a really good guy, and he put up with a lot of bullshit, and it's messed up. But I don't know where a lot of it went because I was very careless with it, but I felt that I owed him too, and I would just give him like stacks every week, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't care. I was doing fine at the time too, and he's in a way better place now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. He's in a relationship, and it kind of hurts. But he called me like for my transition anniversary, and he's doing very well, like so well, and that makes me happy. So, yeah, I hope that I can get back to a point where he's like forgiving me for all that. He understands, but I hope to just get my life back. As much of it as I can, because I don't know what else to do, and I have desires too, and needs that need to be met. I've really high expectations for myself and doing the meets again because I, in my head, ideally, I'd like to get multiple exams under anesthesia, and insurance isn't going to cover this, and it's going to be expensive. And I got a quote last year for Cleveland Clinic, and it was 10,000, but they said if I paid cash, it'd be like 5,960 or something. I have it written down. And so I'm thinking like 10,000, like travel there. And so I'd like to get a few different opinions besides this guy in Las Vegas. So I got to get my ass to work. That's it. And pray to God that people want to have fun. Because I need to get multiple opinions before I settle. I can't just settle on this because I have one chance. This is it. Like I've already done this twice. Like what to say? I am. I don't even know what to say. I'm praying for a miracle and some stress relief in many ways. Man, it's been a long 4 years. It's one of fun. Allow you to work 20. I would say, from what I've learned, is that everybody has value, and if you work for it's like this. After doing the adult stuff, I've learned that, and I don't know what my value is now because I'm a little broken. Hoping I'm still pretty valuable. I think I am. But anyways, I know worth more than like, I don't know what's minimum wage in Nevada, like less than $9. Maybe it's 10. That's not gonna cover my needs. And I'm sorry to be a dick, but I know what I have to do. It's that or bad things. Like what are they like I don't know. I'm like gambler. I don't want to sell drugs. I got love, lots of love and life performances and experiences of the I don't know, senses. See an experience. Don't be fooled by the guitar and what I'm saying. Just understand I'm here and I want you. So, anyways, the thing is, yeah, like have a skill. Have a skill. Have something that is valuable. Because if you're working for yourself or if you're working for somebody else, you're only making them money. That's what I realized. If you're working for somebody else, you're only making them money. So they're using you to profit so that they can probably sit back and take it easy. And any place that hires you, or at least this is my mindset, it's felt like this in the past. And it's like, I feel like people don't want to hire me because they're worried I'm going to replace them. Right? So there's a problem with jobs is that hiring manager is worried about competition a lot of the times, and they don't select the best employees. And, you miss out on opportunities, you think, but you realize your own value when you're desperate and you turn to things that are maybe questionable, but fairly. It's stupid. Really, it's so stupid. But yeah, you learn a lot. You learn a lot about people and their needs and just their desires. I guess the kind of same thing. And I miss people just like being excited, It gives me something to look forward to. I don't know what else to say. I could just go on forever, but I have a skill, and be confident. Man, have a skill and be confident, and find your value because it's worth more than minimum wage. Everybody's worth way more than that. That's slave wages. Come on, man. And sometimes we have to go against our morals, our beliefs, and it's hard, but I've done it before, can do it again. And it's easy after like the second. That's it. After two people, I'll be like, I've got this. I'll have my confidence back and everything will be fine. So I would encourage you to, if you have a skill or talent, to turn it into something you can make money off of. That's why I do this. I know that, I don't do anything else with my free time, but if I end up homeless, you know how many times I've seen people play guitar for money? I did it one time. I got ran off, and I never tried it again. I made like $31 or $33 in like 15 or 20 minutes, and I got ran off. And that was when I sucked. I still suck, but a lot less. I know a lot more. So yeah, have a skill. I'm working on mine. It's a guise, but it's a skill. Live performances with Sienna. So yeah, I'm in Las Vegas. Huh? Would I be willing to move somewhere where it's cheaper to live? Funny. I'm not getting into a relationship. I'm going back to work. I'm trying to settle down here. This is my home. I need a home base. I'm really open to the idea of maybe traveling a little bit. I don't know how far. I've never gone anywhere. I'm scared, but I know that at this point I might need to because I expect not as many people to be interested in me. And I expect that I might need to go to LA for a week or I might need to go somewhere else, I don't know. I hope I can make it happen here. That's it. Where's my water? That's it. Damn. Trying to think. Trying to think. Dude, a little bit. Like maybe 5. Maybe 5. Water? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. No, it's cold. So. calcutta and pink sock technology. Hold on. Oh, sharks. At least it didn't fall in the guitar. That would have been terrible. I'm not even going to talk about that stuff, Mr. Bill Helly, because YouTube has put me in check and it's important to my life. I think that if people understand my mindset, they already know. And I tell myself that just for my own mental relief at this point, because it's caused me so much stress over this bullshit, that I'm going to just wear a bandana because I'm an outlaw. And I do, like, you know, I have been the last couple times. I don't like it. I don't care, but it's kind of true, you know, just barely. But that's what I play with myself, just like the other characters. I don't know, for me to not have so much mental torment, I just act like it's Halloween and I'm an outlaw. And I have my little tie-dye paisley bandana and my backwards hat and sunglasses and all that. Somebody one time. But the person really wouldn't have stood on her own anyways. Like, I go into stores without, and or have it like around my neck, you know. Nobody says shit. I think a lot of people are tired of it, and we're all just worn out. You know my stance on things, but I'm trying to change my mindset, and certain things about me are bad for business, and I'm trying to get back in business. So gotta think differently. People are complex, and people may love me for this or whatever, but if I mention something that they agree with other people and I don't like, and it could hurt both of us. That's it. And I mean, like, in a physical way, but, you know, like, our feelings might get hurt. You know, they might not have experience they wanted. I might not. I might not be able to eat for the day or whatever the deal is. You know, you get it. So I got to change my mindset too. I'm trying to look at things differently. And I don't know what else to say. I'm a spiritual healer. I'm an empath. That's partially true. I am an empath, I believe. I'm very intuitive. I think most of it's probably just picking up on understanding and body language. But there's other aspects to it. I'm not like psychic, no. No, I'd be delusional if I said that. But I guess you kind of see pattern or been through things enough to get an idea of what's going on, what's going to happen. You thought it was a gun review channel? No. I don't really talk about that part of my life. I just don't, because why? I don't, you know, I don't, you know, there's no reason to show things off. I've shown off enough. That's it. And I thought about it, but no, that's not the direction I want to go. Because I don't want to be the meal mix lady. You get what I'm saying? With anything. I don't want to be the gun chick or the gun trainee. Like, I don't want to be the guitar reviewer person, you know, that people just watch because they're curious what a guitar sounds like, and they don't really care about the person. It's completely impersonal. They're just there to see what the gun looks like or cool video. And I'm lonely. I do it because I need attention, and I'm a loner. I've always kind of had friends from a distance. I've been well liked. I've had very few enemies, up until recently. And it's just because I'm loud, and I like people staying off my property. And I don't think that staying off my property is unreasonable. I think everybody should know that, especially people that are way older than me. I think they definitely underestimate me. People definitely do, and I want that. I definitely want that. Fuck yes, that's to my advantage. And yeah, just I don't. I want this channel to be about my life. That's it. And there's so much more to me. There's so much more to me. That's it. Even this, like, I'm that that wannabe musician person that has all the gear but can't play. I'm like, come on, like you should be able to play by now. I can play, but not as good as I should be able to. And there's other aspects of my life, like Sienna. Why do you have a fascination with true crime and serial killers? Come on, Sienna. Why do you have so many stalkers? You sound delusional. I know I do. I know I sound so crazy, guys, but you would understand if you live my life, and that's my fault because I would have gotten them anyways, transitioning. And these are the only ones I know about. But some people have kind of caused disturbances in my life and the way I go about things. I let it affect me, but I try not to anymore. It still does. Course. It's maybe a little paranoid, but I'm not crazy. I'm just more aware. I'm more alert. I'm not gonna let people fuck with me anymore. That's it. If I do something, it's because I want to. I don't know. I ground down so much that I don't know what else to say. More now, I just want to talk about my life. My house is a wreck. I'm trying to pick it up so I can just hang out with you guys. I need to do my light treatment tonight. I told myself, I made a note. Go on a walk tonight, bitch. Note to self. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But, we are so disconnected. Like people come to deliver food to my door, and I have my front door open, so it's just a screen. They can still see through if they wanted to. I can see them. They can hear me from right here. My door's like 6 feet away. They'll deliver a package. They're like, "Thank you. Have a nice day." Or, "Thank you. Enjoy your evening." They don't have headphones in or anything. They're just like, they're not. People have been programmed. They're like afraid of everybody else. They're like kind of just getting into what I've been, like the loner lifestyle. And that's been more than half my life. And it's just weird because sometimes it's like, am I even alive? Life feels like a dream sometimes. It sucks. It's not even thanks or hi or it's just everybody's dead inside. Most people, not everybody. But yeah, it sucks. I get it. It must be so stressful. I think about me personally, I couldn't be a mail person, delivery person. I guess the smiles, you get, just every job has its perks. People are excited to see you as like a UPS driver or something. I would think most of the time, unless your shit's broken. Unless you have leaving broken shit. But the mail person, maybe people don't like them because of the bills. I don't know, but it just seems very lonely to me. Just drive around all day and put these pieces of paper in a box and not talk to anybody and keep driving. And the like the Uber and Lyft stuff, it's just, I do it because I have to or because I'm responsible, but we're so disconnected with it. But I want that experience. I'm offering that. I'm telling you guys, people are missing out on this. And I'm sitting here like thinking and just talking to other people. I'm like, man, like, I'm not the only one that's lonely at night. Maybe people would pay to have somebody to spend the night with. Maybe just to have somebody to hold, or to massage them, or hang out and cook them dinner, or have dinner cooked for them, or whatever. Like, there are people out there like that, and there's a need, because I can't do everything. I can still have fun. It's like nothing can't go in, There's a need for other things, and I think that I've got personality for it. As far as being a companion, I think I can totally do that. I can totally hang out with people, go places, do whatever they want, because there are people that want to do things like go to a concert, but they don't want to do it alone, and they want somebody to go with, but it's hard to make friends after a certain age. People are either married or in relationships or have kids or whatever. They're busy with their job. And it's hard to find people that are personable. And I'm trying to build that personality here. And people that have known me from past stuff over the years should know I'm pretty consistent. I think it'd be hard to fake it for that long. I've got mental problems, but when it's not a problem. It's never been a problem with work, because that satisfies my mental needs or whatever. And I don't even like to call it work. It sucks that it has to be like that, but I'm onto something here. I'm totally onto something, and I'm gonna put myself out there. It's still gonna be fun and all that, but there's some more personal side. I think that I'm easy to approach or talk to or hang out with. I'm way more open. I see a need now. I've mentioned this before. I see a need that I didn't understand before, and me having my medical problems. There are other people out there that want experiences that have medical issues. And I think that if they see me putting myself out there with my medical issues, that they're more likely to come see me, because they're not going to feel as bad about their problems. I'm not going to make them feel bad. I'm make them feel like there's nothing wrong, because I don't want people to make me feel that way. There's a need for people that have disabilities, not like mental stuff, but and all kinds of stuff, more than I can even think of. So I'm just gonna put myself out there, see what happens. It's gonna be a lot of fun had, definitely. So twice, but bend. Oh shit. I haven't even taken my meds. I'm having a good time. Wow. Yes. I'm having too much fun here, guys. What? No thanks, Neil. I've worked too hard for that. Yeah. No. I mean, unless, just have people come in, like, stay with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work. I tried having a roommate thing before. That did not end well for that person. So. Can I do that? I'm gonna take my meds. Hold on. It should get even more fun. Yeah. I'm just here for a good time, man. They look for eye candy. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure it out. No, it's never been about that. It's a formula. People don't care about that shit. Slower. I missed it. Try it again. It's hard to reach this. Try it like this. To a bigger pick. Should let that ring out. Slow it down and let it ring I need that to be louder, but I need that to ring out. So go softer. string. So that's it. But what was I doing? Forgot. That's sweet. Magic fingers. Like that. Okay. I have to wash my hands now. Oh my god, look, this is crazy. I love you so much. You turn this way? Let me get your neck, huh? Come here, bud. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. 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 I just have to. Oh. Okay. I think I'm done. Look at all this hair. This is insane, dude. Okay. I need to wash my hands. Wow. I have so much dog hair here. It's ridiculous. It never ends. I have to tinkle. I'll be back.